The Fairfax County Public Schools Art Program of Studies defines and describes the intended learning outcomes for K-12 art instruction. Our unique local program of studies, along with our outstanding art teachers, distinguish FCPS art programs as the gold standard other schools and divisions strive to meet. This brief video provides an overview of the program of studies and the philosophy of art instruction it represents. To begin, let's make sure we understand what the POS is. The Program of Studies is the document that defines the expected learning outcomes for each art course. The standards, benchmarks, and indicators in the POS describe the knowledge, skills, and understanding a student should gain by the end of a given course. In other words, the POS is what we teach. As such, this document goes a long way to provide a teacher's job description. Teachers are hired to provide instruction designed to meet the POS outcomes, and teachers are evaluated on their ability to provide quality instruction aligned with the program of studies. So where does this important document come from? The program of studies is local, designed by FCPS for use in FCPS schools, and is unique from art programs in other districts. In FCPS, we revise the POS every 5 to 7 years. This allows us to keep our curriculum current and respond to feedback from teachers and other stakeholders, as well as current trends in art education. The POS is influenced by the Virginia Standards of Learning, and to a lesser degree, the National Arts Standards. We'll address both of these further in just a moment. Most importantly, the POS is written by experienced FCPS art teachers who know what works in the classroom. This fact, above all others, deserves credit for making our curriculum documents some of the best around. The POS aligns with state and national visual arts standards. As a public school in Virginia, we're required to provide instruction aligned with Virginia Standards of Learning. These state standards are designed to provide minimum expectations for a wide variety of school settings and school divisions around the Commonwealth. Our local POS meets and exceeds state standards and is designed to go well above and beyond these minimum requirements to define an art curriculum that is rich, robust, and rigorous. Virginia has not adopted national art standards, and as such, we're not required to meet them. Nevertheless, our POS shares some similarities with national standards. One notable way our curriculum is aligned is through a 4-strand structure. As the diagram on the left shows, the National Visual Arts Standards are organized into 4 strands: creating, presenting, responding, and connecting. The FCPS Art Program of Studies is organized into 4 strands as well that we have called communicate, create, respond, and connect. While there are obvious differences, this alignment allows FCPS to be part of the national conversation about art education and the art standards that define our profession around the country. The program of studies for the other arts disciplines in FCPS, including music, theater, and dance, are similarly aligned with the National Core Arts Standards. In addition to aligning with state and national curriculum, our POS was designed to align with FCPS goals and priorities, including Portrait of a Graduate. The Portrait of a Graduate attributes, communicator, collaborator, ethical and global citizen, creative critical thinker, and goal-directed and resilient individual, are addressed in the POS through sometimes very direct and specific language describing the art learning goals. On the left is a summary of the K-12 art standards and benchmarks. The first of 4 strands and first standard are focused on communication. There's a benchmark and associated indicators focused on ethical practices in art making, as well as the study of art traditions around the world and across cultures. These align with ethical and global citizen attributes. Other benchmarks address the creative process and critical thinking in art, including through the practice of aesthetics and art criticism. Specific indicators in a number of standards and benchmarks define expectations for collaboration, as well as specific expectations for goal setting and career exploration. These are just a few examples of alignment with Portrait of a Graduate. Additional information is provided in the POS document and on Blackboard. The POS isn't just about meeting local, state, and national expectations. In fact, the learning goals that it describes represent a particular program design and philosophy of art instruction based on current art education research and educational best practices. Art instruction that meets the expectations of the program of studies and aligns with our program design and philosophy is first and foremost based on an open-ended challenge related to the course theme. Every lesson should allow students to find a personal connection to the theme and develop a personal solution to the challenge. In addition, each lesson should include learning goals from each of 5 standards. In fact, with the possible exception of the media processes benchmarks, a well-planned lesson or unit can easily address nearly every benchmark in the POS, reinforcing learning and providing ample opportunities to develop and assess student skills and understanding. Every lesson should also provide explicit instruction in the creative process. Students don't gain creative thinking skills just by being in a class related to a creative field. Rather, FCPS art teachers explicitly teach and provide opportunities to practice creative problem-solving skills so students can learn to apply them in future situations in art and other disciplines. Additional information regarding our program design and how it relates to best practices for teaching and learning is available in the POS document and on Blackboard. Separate booklets for the elementary and secondary programs of study have been published for use and quick reference by art teachers. The next POS video will discuss the structure of these documents and what all of the parts mean. You can find that video, called Program of Studies Structure, on our YouTube channel. A third video can also be found there and will discuss how to use the POS to plan for quality art instruction. For more information about the FCPS Art Program of Studies, please contact the Fine Arts Office.